Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Nina here. If this is your very first time here, I hope you consider subscribing to the So Glam Squad. If you hadn't already, you can just go ahead and hit that nice little button down below, okay, so you can get a buzz every time I drop a new video. Okay, in this tutorial today, I am going to be showing you guys how I keep my makeup in place all day long without it budging, smearing, separating, creasing, all that jazz. Okay, I don't have anything on my face right now. I just really got done doing my skincare routine, and I will have that video ready for you guys real soon. All right, so the first thing you want to do is make sure that you're taking care of your skin, okay? And that is, if you're going to be outside in the debris of the polluted air, then you want to make sure that you are, moisturizing and taking care of your skin underneath your makeup. Now, because I do work outside in the extreme heat, I want to make sure that I have SPF in my morning routine, okay? And Neutrogena just came out. Well, I think they just came out, but I'm just finding out about the Hydro Boost Water Gel with SPF of 15 in it, and also it has hyaluronic acid. And that is going to help with balancing out our oily skin, okay? Because I do have combination skin. I had to make sure I picked this up because I was actually applying my moisturizer and then my SPF. But now we have a moisturizer with SPF in it, okay? So I am going to go ahead and apply this on my face. And I take about 2 to 3 pumps, and we're going to evenly distribute this all over our face. And I like to bring it down to my neck, because my neck is exposed to the sun as well. So, yeah. Okay. So now that we got that done, you want to allow it like 2 to 3 minutes to sit on the skin to make sure that it's going to do what it needs to do before we're moving in with our next product. So now the next product that we are going to use is also a moisturizer. Now I know it's crazy to apply 2 moisturizer onto the skin, but the first moisturizer that we just applied is to hydrate my skin, okay? To make sure that my skin is getting the hydration that it needs before I go in with mattifying products, okay? Now you can use either or by itself, but like I said, I use both because I want to make sure I have SPF on the skin. Okay, so now the next product that I am going to go in is my Origins Original Skin Matte Moisturizer, okay? And I only apply this to the oily portions of my face, which is, of course, my T-zone, my chin, okay, and along these crevices parts of my nose. And then I even the rest of it out to the rest of my face. And if you see me looking off camera, it's because I'm looking at my monitor here, and also I have a monitor here. And then I have my mirror right in front of me, okay? Okay, so you want to do the same thing with that product and making sure that that works in real good. So you want to wait maybe like 2 to 3 minutes, okay? And in the morning time, while I'm waiting for each product to settle in, I kind of just go ahead and kind of just get myself dressed, as far as like putting on my clothes, finding my socks, finding my underwear, you know, finding t-shirts, all that jazz. So that way I'm not just sitting and just waiting for my products to work its way into the skin. I'm actually multitasking, okay? And I'm not the greatest at it, but I kind of get it done, okay? Now, the next product that I am going to be using is my Ultimate Fave Primer that I have just fell in love with, and I'm sure it's probably everyone's #1 pick, especially if you have oily skin. And that is the Milk Hydro Grip Primer. Okay, so I take about 3 pumps of this as well. Okay, so while we letting that sit on the skin, and we just gonna let it sit there so it can get tacky, so that the foundation can grip to it and stay in place. The next thing that we're going to be using, well, not the next thing we're going to be using, I'm sorry. The foundations that I want to talk about that I use is the Tarte Amazonian Clay Foundation, and I am in the shade 57 Rich Sand. So yeah, this is a good foundation, also because it has SPF in it as well. So like I said, you want to make sure you have some form of SPF in your skin routine when you're applying your makeup in the mornings, especially if you're going to be outside in the sun. Okay, now I do have some alternatives. If you can't get the Tarte Amazonian Clay Foundation, another good one is the Revlon Colorstay Foundation, and I am in the shade Mahogany, and it is a 24-hour foundation with SPF of 15. Okay, and also I have a couple more alternatives, and it's the NYX Can't Stop, Won't Stop, and I believe this is the shade Sienna. Yes, this is the shade Sienna that I'm in. Okay, and sometimes Sienna can be a little too light for me, so I do mix it with my Mocha, and it's because I still went to the store to perfectly match my foundation with this brand so that I don't have to mix the two, because I generally do not like doing that, okay, especially since this brand has a wide range of skin tone complexion. So yeah, these two, they're also good as well. Now, they don't have SPF in it, but that's fine. If your moisturizer you apply has SPF in it, then you're in the safe zone, okay? Another good one that I love is the BareMinerals BarePro Performance Wear Liquid Foundation. And it has an SPF of 20 in it. This is very good as well to keep your makeup in place all freaking day long, okay, with no touch-ups, okay? Now, those are the ones that I use as well, but my ultimate favorite one the ultimate favorite one has been the Tarte Amazonian Clay one, okay? So I have been using that religiously every single day when I go to work or when I'm getting ready to run errands, any little thing, okay? It mainly because I guess it's full coverage and I don't have to apply so much, but it's my favorite. Now we are going to set our primer using the Dermablend Professional Loose Setting Powder. And I have been using this religiously. As you can see, I'm literally almost out, but I already have a backup one because I use this like every single day. Okay, so while we let this just bake on the skin for a little while, and I literally mean a little while, I am going to go ahead and do my brows off camera. Now, I do have a brow tutorial that's a more updated one than the old way that I did my brows. So I make sure I leave that down below, okay? So you guys can see how I fill in my brows while I let this sit on my face, okay? So I'll be right back so we can go ahead and start applying our foundation, okay? Okay guys, so I am back. I got my brows all filled in and everything, and like I said, I will make sure I leave a link down below on how I achieve filling in my brows. Okay, so now let's go ahead and let's start applying our foundation so we can get this flawless base laid, okay? So I am going in again with 57 Rich Sand, the Tarte Amazonian Clay Full Coverage Foundation, and it does has an SPF of 15. And this is a 12-hour makeup and it's oil free. So that may look like a lot, but you know, I like a full coverage. Although I know it's full coverage. I know that. I know. But anyways, don't judge me, okay? I want to apply this. Do I want to apply this with a brush? I'm going to apply this with a foundation brush. Oh crap. You know what, guys? I forgot one step. Okay, so I forgot one of my favorite steps because I have a 5 o'clock shadow right here and I just refuse to shave my face. I am going to go in with my Born This Way multi-use sculpting concealer, and I am going to use both shades of Sable and Mahogany. The first shade I am going to go in with is Mahogany. And I just placed this right here. Then I go in with Sable. I'm sorry guys, I've been saying the wrong name, okay? I am going to go in with Cocoa, okay? And we're just going to lay that on top. Okay? And I know this looks like a hell of a lot of makeup, but trust the process, okay? Now, because I just like doing this step. Okay, so now I am going to go in with my PIXI Vitamin Wake Up Mist. I don't know why I always say makeup, but it's Wake Up Mist, okay? And I am going to mist this all over my face. Now I am going to take my Echo Tools flat foundation sponge, and we're going to work all these products in. Okay, so now that we have all of that blended in real well, and you want to always make sure you get up under your neck, especially if you're two-tone like me. That's the only part that I hate. Is the fact that I'm two-toned up under my neck. So I be having to make sure that I get that real good so it don't look like a mask. Okay. Let me know if you guys suffer from this too, because the struggle is real, honey, when it comes to putting on makeup. But now that we got that in place and everything, it's looking good already. The next thing I am going to do is set my face using my Laura Mercier translucent powder. So we are going to apply this with a damp beauty blender, and then we are going to wipe off the excess with a large powder brush, okay? Look like I'm almost out of this too. I'm just running low on everything. Like, but when you wear as much makeup as me, I guess that's normal. Okay, so now I'm going to take my powder brush and just dust off the excess. Missed a spot. Okay. Now we can dust off the excess. So now I am going to go in and just lightly contour my face, apply a little blush, highlight, then setting everything in place with some setting spray. Now I noticed that I didn't do highlight, and that's because when I go to work, I don't put on that much makeup. So I tend to just skip that step. Even when I'm just running errands, I don't do the whole highlight contour, session. I just throw on my foundation and put a little bronzer on sometimes, and that really be it. And of course my lashes. But let's go ahead and let's bronze and contour the face a little bit. And my favorite contour palette is of course the Black Radiance True Complexion Contour Palette in medium to dark. And I am going to be using my Real Techniques contour brush. And if you ever don't know where to apply your contour, you just suck in your cheeks. And it's right there. Just right along there. Now I do buff mine up, because my face is a little long. So I have like that oval shaped face. So I do brush mine upward, so it don't look like my face is dragging. And this step, I just love it because it sculpts your face. Like, girl, go to work where? Not I just go to work to look cute. And I'm going to lightly go up under my chin. Get that little double neck. Okay, so now that we have that done, now we are going to go in. Oh, I forgot the 5 head. Girl, you don't want to forget your 5 head, honey. Let's contour that a little bit. So now we are going to go in and apply our blush. So the blush that I am going to be using is by Makeup Geek, and it's Desire, and it's this pretty little plum color. And I guess the reason why I gravitate to it every day is because it reminds me of fall because of that deep plum color. It is so pretty, guys. Like on camera, it just don't do it justice. And then sometimes what I like to do is kind of dust off a little bit of that. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and spray my face a little bit so that it doesn't look too powdered, because that's what it's looking like to me right now. Is it looking a little patchy and too powdery? So I want to go ahead and I want to spray my face, and I'm going to use my PIXI Wake Up Mist Spray that we used earlier. Okay, so that's looking a little better. Okay, so now I am going to go ahead and I'm going to just apply just a little bit of eyeshadow and apply my lashes and my mascara on. And then we're going to come back and do our highlight and put the finished touches on it by adding our lip color. So we'll be ready to go. Okay, so I'll be right back, guys. Okay, guys, so I am back. We are going to go in with our highlighter, and my favorite highlighter that I use religiously is the Maybelline Master Chrome highlighter, and this is in Molten Gold. Another one that I love is the Artist Contour, the Summer Haze, and actually, well, no, we'll try that another time. Okay, I'm not trying to do too much with this look, okay? Because this is the bare minimum of what I wear every day and how I keep my makeup in place, okay? So we're going to apply this right alongside of where we applied our blush. Then I take it up to my temples. That is so pretty, guys. Now, if you worry about it being a little too much, then you just can dust a little excess off. But I like the intensity of when I turn my head. They see that nice little glow. Now I am going to go in with my Morphe Continuance Spray. And we are just going to set this whole gorgeous face, okay? Okay guys, so we are done with applying our flawless face for today. I also have a little snip video of me with this makeup applied on, and I wore it to work. It was like, I think 95 degrees that day, and I think the feel like temperature was like 101, 103, and my makeup was bomb, okay, before I wiped it off. So I'll make sure I put that video in this tutorial as well. But we are like, girl, you are so beautiful, okay? So yeah, I really hope you enjoyed this tutorial, guys. Okay, until then, peace, love, and happiness. Bye.